My name is Eric Martin. I'm the high school principal here at Winton City Schools. We've had a great perspective when you think about what we've endured for the past, I would say, 30 years in terms of natural progression of a school building. It starts to move into a direction to where things can't get fixed anymore. So for us to spend just a week ago in the building not too far away from us, and then to transition into this unbelievable, amazing learning space. You can walk through the halls and see the kids just beaming. You can see the teachers and the staff just beaming. So it's an exciting time to be a Warrior. One of the main things that I'm always trying to stay in tune with is the whole idea around collaboration. You know, one of the things that we attempted to do with our educational design and our academic focus is to really think about those intangible skills that kids need and that they can use regardless of what profession they go to or what's their next chapter. So when you think about the collaboration aspect, that's one of those foundational skills that transcends any profession and occupation. So to see my students and the adults continue to work in that nature, it's amazing to see. We have questions from our parents trying to understand how in the world could the district create such an unbelievable, amazing learning facility for students, but still talk about the need for operation levies. So it gives us an opportunity to kind of articulate the whole process to our families and our community, because most people don't understand the integral components of funding schools in the state of Ohio. So when you think about the difference between the different types of funding, the bond was strictly for a building. Strictly for a building. Now, when you make the connection between the two, there's some operational things that have to happen within the facility in order to make the whole thing run together and just make it whole for the kids we serve. So the operational piece is that next step in order to make the thing totally whole in terms of how we serve the kids that we love within our district. So we are excited about the design of this building and the time that it was taken in order to make it a cutting edge facility. With that, we have the ability to cut costs as it relates to the operation of the building, meaning in terms of the heating and the cooling of the building. Based on the design of the windows, we were really specific in terms of what that looked like. The window design gives us an opportunity to get more natural light into a space, which in turn means we don't have to up the electric costs. An operating levy is responsible for personnel. It's responsible for all of the different subjects that we put in front of our students. So for example, at the high school level, our main core foundation is English, social studies, math, and science. That's the foundational core piece. In order for us to put that content in front of our students, there are resources that are needed, and there's also people that are needed to ensure that those things happen for our kids on a daily basis. So one of the things that our superintendent has hammered in everybody's mind from day one is that our district needs to be a district of destination. And with it being a district of destination, that means that we have to really push the envelope around the opportunities that we provide for our students, be it in co-curricular activities, be it in the academic offerings that we offer. So currently right now, we're pushing the envelope. No longer do our students have to leave this beautiful campus to go to a college campus to receive college credit course. We actually offer CCP courses, which is college credit plus courses within our own school building. So our kids can graduate not only with high school credit, but with college credit. So when we think about opportunities for kids, we push the envelope. And when I say we push the envelope, we're looking for our kids to experience an unbelievable opportunity, be it co-curriculars, meaning music, athletics, and definitely academics. We wholeheartedly believe that every kid every family that chooses Winton Woods, they want the best for their kids. So we take on that responsibility and we own it. We try to put the best plan forward for each individual kid to ensure that they reach their fullest potential. Every time you get an opportunity to connect the dots for people, you end up putting yourself in a situation to where they're more informed. And I think as we move through this process and we gain more knowledge in terms of where we fell short in previous attempts, we put ourselves in a better situation to make sure that we're able to articulate and answer the questions that our people really have. For example, one of the big questions was, well, how can you build a new building and not bring back busing for the high school students? Now, from the very beginning, even in conversations about building this new building through that bond process, is we've always had the intention on bringing back busing for all students within Winton City Schools. And operating levy will ensure that that comes to reality. I think sometimes we have to kind of tell the story, and we have to put ourselves in a situation where we're able to tell our own story. For example, way before Eric Martin ever was a part of the Winton Woods family, Winton Woods has been great stewards of the finances for the district. I believe that the district hasn't asked for, well, hadn't put on an operating levy since 2009. And the way schools are funded within the state of Ohio, that's kind of amazing. Just to think in terms of how diligent the leadership within the district had to be in order to still make the school run the way it's supposed to run for kids based on our current reality, while at the same time not going back to our taxpayers, our families, and our community and asking for things over and over and over again. So right now, if this district asks for it, is definitely a need. And I want to make sure that everybody understands this isn't one of those situations where anybody's just trying to mistreat our community. So there is a difference in terms of what happened with the building. That was a bond. What we're asking for now is the nuts and bolts of what makes a district special like ours. So we need the support from our community in this levy effort to ensure that we're able to continue this whole idea of a district destination for our students. And I think if we really speak to people's heart and we talk about the importance of supporting education within a district that they live in, I think that's the focus where it needs to be. I don't think you spend a whole lot of time in terms of saying, we're gonna have to get rid of this and we're gonna have to get rid of that. That's the reality of the work. And when it's all said and done, the leadership within this district, they've always made a commitment to do the right things as best as possible within the resources we have to support our kids. So we're constantly gonna do that. But I think more so than anything, we have to have a positive mindset around continuing to build on creating opportunities for our kids. I wish that I had the ability to have people come visit us every single day in terms of seeing the great work that's happening within the kids, for the kids within our district. I think sometimes you see kids within the community, and you know as well as I do, communities are so cross-connected. So you could see some young people in the community and you assume that they attend the school district here and they attend our buildings, and they could possibly be in a neighboring school district. So I don't want anyone to get a misrepresentation of who we are when you see us outside of this setting. So I think it's important for our community to figure out ways to come and at least see what's going on within the school district they live in. Because when it's all said and done, this is the next generation of this community. And I believe that the students that attend Winton Woods High School, I would put them up against anybody. I believe that they are amazing. A strong school district is the backbone of a strong community. Typically, you don't see a strong school district and a community that struggles. Typically, you don't see a strong community and a school district that struggle. They go hand in hand. So I think the value beyond that, even on a personal level, is their own property tax. We all know great schools are connected hand in hand to really great property value. We're in a unique situation to where we're able to provide a medical facility that's connected to our school in the form of a community learning center, to where the residents of Forest Park as well as Green Hills will have an opportunity to access that as well. And when I say they have the ability to access that, I'm talking dental, vision, primary medical checkups, those kinds of things, to where residents within the community have access to that, as well as the students during the school day. Community health is huge when you think about the foundational piece of any community. And when a school district is in a position to add resources to something that already exists like a community, you're in a unique situation. You're standing in a unique area. And I believe that with what we're able to create with our community learning centers and our community health centers that we're putting in place, we are creating some foundational change for our community. We're in a position to where we're giving the community the opportunity to see the district in a totally different light. The district is in a position to give back to the community, unlike we have in the past. We haven't had the ability based on what our current reality was, but we took advantage of the opportunity when we had the ability to build new buildings, to create a system and a setting that would really change the relationship between the community and the residents within Forest Park and Green Hills.